Welcome to Bloom at the Yoga Garden, and thank you for setting aside the time to join me for your yoga practice today. So today we are thinking about being in our own power, for feeling strong, for feeling that we are in control. So that said, we're going to begin by lying back and down on our mat. So get yourself nice and comfortable in your mat. Imagine you're taking the crown of your head up towards the top of your mat, stretching your feet away towards the ends of your mat, and soften your shoulders down as if you're rolling them back and down towards their hip pockets. Allow your arms to rotate so the backs of your hands can be in the floor, excuse me, the heel of the right foot at the right edge of the mat, and the heel of the left foot at the left edge of the mat. Take a nice long, slow, deep inhale and a nice, soft, easeful exhale. And just be aware of your breath, be aware of the contact points of your body with the mat. Excuse me. And allow yourself to just let go of all you were doing before you came to your mat or switched on the video, and especially all that you've planned to do afterwards, and just allow yourself to be here now. No more rushing about as a human doing, but here as a human being, here now. And I'm just going to share a little excuse me, Thich Nhat Hanh, I don't know what you would just call it, expression with you. And if you want, you can synchronize your breath with it. And if you're going to do that, just take a normal breath now. And then in your next inhale, breathing in, I enjoy my in-breath. Breathing out, I enjoy my out-breath. Breathing in, my whole body is harmonizing with the in-breath. Breathing out, my whole body is calmed with the out-breath. Breathing in, my whole body enjoys the peace of my breath. Breathing out, my whole body enjoys the relaxation of my out-breath. Breathing in, I enjoy the harmony of my in-breath. Breathing out, I enjoy the harmony of my out-breath. And just return to your natural breath. And notice how you're feeling. So we've spent these very few minutes just centering ourselves, getting ourselves in the right place for our practice this morning. So as always, listen to your own body. Don't do anything that you know doesn't suit you. Please be aware of any aches and pains, any old injuries, any new injuries, and treat your body with respect. You're not here to harm yourself. You're here to enjoy your yoga practice. So please listen to your body. Leave out a pose if it doesn't suit you. Use a prop. Take a wee rest anytime you need to. So that said, have a nice stretch now wherever you are. Just move in whatever way your body is telling you that you need to. Maybe reach your arms up overhead, point your toes away, soften, keep your shoulders nice and soft, maybe a wee bit of movement from side to side, just whatever feels right for you. Then another big inhale, another big stretch. And then as you exhale, just allow your arms to drift down, soften your feet. And then nice and slowly bring your knees in towards your chest. Give them a wee squeeze in and watch it as you take hold of your shins, that you don't bring your shoulders up around your ears. Try and keep your shoulders soft. We all carry tension or this inclination to bring our shoulders up around our ears. So we're going to try and really keep them nice and soft throughout today. And apologies, I seem to have a frog in my throat today. So maybe wee rocks from side to side, wee circles, whatever you feel you need to do. And then big inhale. And as you exhale, squeeze your knees in towards your chest, and nice and slowly just lift your shoulders off the mat, nose towards your knees. You don't have to go anywhere near your knees. Just feel that you're squeezing your navel up and in, and then gently release down. So you feel it here in your tummy and use your tummy to help you. Big inhale, exhale, navel up and in, knees towards your nose or nose towards your knees, shoulders up. And then maybe leave go and see if your knees stay there. You don't have to do that bit, just a wee bit of extra. And then gently lower yourself down, plant your left leg and gently begin to do a few wee circles, or your left foot, sorry, not your left leg. And of course, if you want to work a bit hard, you can straighten the left leg out along the floor. A few wee circles with this right knee up towards the right shoulder. Just notice how it's feeling. You might already begin to feel a little bit of a stretch here at your hip flexors. And then if you want to, maybe reach down, take hold of your ankle, your shin, wherever you can reach, maybe your heel, and begin to bring the sole of that right foot up toward the ceiling. And if you straighten this left leg, maybe plant it again. Your choice, just do what feels okay. And you're encouraging the right thigh down towards the right side of your right ribs, really. And if you can get your just wee pulses and just feel the stretch, but nothing too much. And then gently lower that leg. Bring your right foot onto the left thigh, and then just take it over towards the left. Wee twist. Nestle your right shoulder down onto the floor, and maybe if you can, turn your head and look over your right shoulder. Maybe give this right thigh and right hip a little massage, a little stroke. One more breath here. And then inhale gently back to center. And we'll straighten the right leg along the floor. And we'll go back to the other side. So left leg in. Give it a wee squeeze in. And again, you can keep the right foot planted on the floor, whichever suits you. And again, just gently begin to circle or encourage the left knee up towards the left shoulder. Just see how this side feels. It could feel completely different. Feels a lot looser for me. And then maybe you'll reach down and take hold of the shin, the ankle, and again, maybe start off with the right foot on the floor, even if you have straightened it out for that last little bit. And bring the sole of the left foot up towards the ceiling. And again, you're trying to encourage this left thigh down towards the left side of the ribs. And maybe straighten the right leg along the floor, maybe even just allow it to hover, and just do little pulses with this left knee. One more breath here. And then gently bend the leg, place the sole of the left foot on the right thigh. So of course, I should have said you need to straighten this leg for this to happen, right leg for this to happen. And then take the left knee over to the side. Allow your left sit bone to come up, left hip to lift up. Nestle your left shoulder down onto the mat. Turn your head and look over your left shoulder. And just notice how it feels on this side. Inhale and exhale. And then nice and slowly and gently bring yourself back to center. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Maybe cross your feet at the ankles. Again, reach up. Maybe you'll be able to take hold of your feet or the tops of your feet. In fact, take hold of the tops of your feet and give them a wee stretch while we're here. So just giving the tops of the feet a wee tiny stretch. And then we're just going to do a couple of rock and rolls if you can. So if you can't do it with your ankles crossed, just do it the usual way, or roll over onto one side and bring yourself up and make me an easy cross leg. So once you get the hang of this, it's actually quite a nice way to do your rock and rolls. So we're just giving the whole of the spine a wee massage while we do this. And then roll forward and you're in your easy cross leg position, more or less anyway. So sit on your block or your brick if you want to for this little bit and cross your legs. Sit up on your sit bones. Feel that you're shifting flesh off your sit bones. Feel as you're drawing energy up from the earth the whole way up through your spine, right up to the crown of your head. And then drop your shoulders down and see if you can maintain that length as you exhale, as you keep breathing here for a minute. And feel strong, feel good, feel glad to be alive. One more big inhale and exhale. Now we're just going to do another little twist. So we're going to take the left hand onto the right knee, bring your right hand in nice and close in behind and press into your block if you're sitting on a block, and use that to give you a bit of leverage, and then begin to turn to the right. So think tummy, mid-chest, upper chest, and if you can, turn your head and look over your right shoulder. So inhale and exhale maybe a tiny wee bit further, but don't worry about going too far at the minute. And then nice and slowly and gently unroll back to center. Swap sides, right hand to the left thigh or left knee. Lift up first of all. Use that leverage with the left hand to help you. And then think tummy, mid-chest, upper chest. And turn and look over your left shoulder. Take another breath here. And maybe ease a tiny bit into it. And then gently bring yourself back to center. And then from here, we're just going to sweep our arms up. Look up between your hands, drop your shoulders down. And then hands together, draw down that lovely energy to your heart center. One more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Feel you're drawing down lots of lovely energy and strength. And then from here, we're going to reach your arms up one more time, and we're just going to fold forward from the hips. So just go as far as feels right for you. The important thing is we don't sort of collapse like this. We want to keep everything lifted up. So feel you're bringing your heart towards me. Give me your heart. Lift up and lead with your heart. Keep leading with your heart. Try and keep your head in line with your arms if you can, because once you drop your head down, everything will go. And then when you feel you've gone as far as you can, which doesn't matter, it's here. You could, if you can get your head on the floor, brilliant. I certainly can't. And then when you've gone as far as you can, drop your hands down, but don't drop your head yet, because once you've your hands on the floor, maybe you'll be able to walk a little bit further forward, and then you can drop your head down, just to wherever you can go. And of course, this is where if you happen to have a block or a cushion or a pillow, you can have it in front of you at whatever height you need, and lift up, begin to come forward and just bring your head, get it in the right place of course, down onto the block at whatever height suits you. One more breath wherever you are, and then begin to walk your hands back nice and slowly. And then we're just going to lean back and change the cross of your legs. And again, check that you're on your sit bones, because we want to keep contact with our sit bones with the floor. Inhale, reach up. Same thing again. Lead with your heart. Only go, this side could be completely different. Only go as far as feels right. Keep pressing into your sit bones. And then when you've gone as far as you can, same thing again with your block or a cushion, make it as high as you need to. Soften your shoulders and use your hands to give you a bit of leverage. Maybe you'll go a tiny wee bit further forward. But keep pressing into your sit bones at the same time. One more breath here. And then begin to walk your hands back. Set your brick to one side if you were using it. And then we're just going to roll forward into tabletop and meet me in tabletop. So knees are below your hips, wrists below your shoulders. And feel you're pressing the floor away. So we're not collapsing down. We're pressing the floor away actively, lifting your navel lightly back towards your spine, and feel strong. Palms of the hand, our fingers are well spread, pressing into the base of the index finger and thumb and the pads of all the fingers. And lift up. Take a big inhale. Drop your belly down to the floor. Bring your heart center through, bottom up towards the ceiling, chest through. Exhale, tuck your tail. Press the floor away. Navel back towards the spine. Rounded shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale. Bring your heart center through. Exhale. Tuck your tail. So we're going to do one more, and we're going to take our bottom back towards our heels in this one. So cat-cow is normal. And this time on your exhale, we're going to tuck our tail, roll back towards your heels. You don't have to hit your heels, forehead to the floor if you can manage it. And then drop your forearms to the floor and draw yourself through, back up into cow. One more. Well done. Exhale. Tuck your tail, chin to chest. Forearms to the floor, and use your hands to draw yourself through. Bring yourself the whole way through, up into your cow posture. Lovely. And then from here, we're going to step through with the right foot and bring yourself into a nice low lunge. So just check how that feels. Get your balance before you do anything. So you're pressing into the top of the back foot, pressing into the front foot, and take a big inhale. Sweep your arms up, drop your shoulders, look up between your hands if you can. The more you squeeze these two legs together, the inside thighs of the thighs together, obviously you can't because they're separated, but feel as if you're trying to squeeze them together. Engage all those big muscles in your legs and you'll be as steady as a rock. Lift up from your navel. So you're not kind of leaning forward. So you're trying to lift the whole of your torso up from the thighs. One more big inhale here. And exhale. Open your hands wide and come into cactus arms. Lift your heart up, feel strong, feel energetic. Well done. One more big inhale here. And exhale, fold forward and down. Plant the left hand and inhale up with the right. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And this time, as we bring the right hand down, we're going to bring it to the inside of the right foot. Heel toe the right foot out, maybe almost as wide as your mat. So the right hand's the inside. You might wriggle the left knee back a little bit. So a version of lizard pose. So same thing, we're lifting our heart up, pressing the earth away. Feel energized, feel strong. You have a choice. Choose what feels right for you. Choose how you want your day to be, how you want your energy to be. One more big inhale here, really well done. And then we're just going to heel toe that foot back in again and bring yourself back into your tabletop position and just give your hips a wee bump from side to side. Maybe turn and have a wee twist while you're at it. And we're ready to do the other side. So step through with the left foot this time. And again, we want a nice long lunge. Front knee and ankle will be in line. You might want to wriggle your back foot back a tiny wee bit just so you get a nice lunge. So you should be feeling a little bit of a stretch here at the top of your thighs. Look forward, get your balance, really engage the muscles in the thighs and inhale, reach up, drop your shoulders down. Reach up, look up between your hands, take hold of the energy in the atmosphere. Breathe, big inhale. Oh, and exhale, soften. One more. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, soften. Last one. Inhale, reach up. And this time we're going to drop our elbows out to the sides and lift your heart the whole way up to the ceiling. So you'll find as you do that you almost get a little bit of a back bend, but you're not bringing any tension into your neck. One more breath here. And then roll forward, plant both hands down, press into the right hand and inhale up with the left. Exhale down and inhale up. Now watch your left knee doesn't decide to help you in this because it's only your arms are working. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, and this time we're bringing the left hand to the inside of the left foot. So just gently take it out a little bit. Plant both hands, maybe tuck the toes of the back foot under and look forward. Feel that you're lifting your heart up again. Just looking forward. Feel the stretch. Maybe you can allow that leg to roll out a wee tiny bit, maybe not. And just see how that feels. One more breath here. And then we're going to wriggle that left foot in again. Press into the toes of the back foot. And this time we're going to spring forward and meet me in a forward fold. So keep your knees bent as deeply as you need to. Maybe hold on to your elbows and let the whole of your upper body be like a rag doll. Crown of your head coming down towards the floor. So no work in the upper body, just letting it go. And then release your hands. Press strongly into all four corners of your feet and unroll really, really slowly. Sweep your arms out. Reach up and exhale. Draw your hands down to your heart center and breathe. Use your thumbs to lift your heart up and drop your shoulders down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel you're getting energy up from all four corners of your feet. Feel all four corners of your feet. Lift your pubic bone up, sacrum dropping down towards the floor. Like a mountain. One more breath here. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, fold forward and down. Make contact with the mat, step back with your right foot, step back with your left foot, and bring yourself into plank. So press the heels away. Really feel you're lifting up out of the earth. All of the front body lifting up into the back body. One more big inhale here. And exhale, knees to the floor. And of course you could have your knees to the floor in half plank if you need to. And then lower yourself down onto your mat. Press into the tops of your feet, draw your shoulders down. Inhale into baby cobra. And exhale down. We'll do one more. Press into your tummy and the pubic bone. Inhale, use the muscles in your back to lift up. Exhale down. And then tuck your toes under. Bring yourself back up through tabletop. And we'll come into downward facing dog. So give your dog a little walk. Make sure you press into the pads of all the fingers, particularly the base of the index finger and thumb. So you're not taking the pressure in your wrists, or you're taking the pressure out of your wrists. Big arm bones rotating out. The thighs rotating in. So when you're ready, begin to straighten your legs one at a time. Lift your sit bones up, navel back towards your spine, kneecaps lifted. Crown of your head coming down, and you're looking towards your navel. Navel gazing. Take a big inhale. Open your mouth wide and let it go. One more. Inhale. And open your mouth wide. Exhale. And then tell yourself, I'm taking the weight onto my left foot and leg, and lift your right foot up nice and high. Really reach into the right foot and leg. Take a big inhale. Look forward. Step the right foot through and see if you can stay on the ball of the back foot for this first bit. Get your balance, bring yourself up and reach up between your hands. So pressing strongly into the heel of the back foot will give you more balance, and press into the front foot. Take a big inhale here. I've just seen Rupert running across there, the rooster. That's what I was looking at. Big inhale here, and exhale. See if you can turn and look to the right. Take your arms down. Inhale, bring your arms up again. And this time we're going to plant the heel of the back foot, and we're in Virabhadrasana 1. Lifting up and lunging a little bit deeper. Drop your shoulders down. Inhale up, and exhale, lunge a little bit deeper. One more. Inhale up, and exhale. This time we're going to lean forward. Take your hands out to the back, so lean forward and just come onto the toes of the back foot. You don't have to do anything else. Just see how that feels, and then plant the heel back down again. Inhale up, and exhale, hands to your heart center, press into the front foot and spring forward into Tadasana again. So we're going to do a wee bit of balancing just here. So see if you can lift your left foot off the floor. So we're still on the same side here, and see how that feels. So really, we're just going to repeat exactly what we've done, except we're reversing it, if that makes sense. So without looking, if you can, and know the floor is there, step back, Virabhadrasana 1. Hands to your heart center, step forward, oops, and step back into Virabhadrasana 1. We'll do one more. Hands to your heart center, step forward, whoops, wobbling's grand. Step back into Virabhadrasana 1. Bring your arms up, feel strong. One more big inhale here. And exhale, fold forward and down, frame the front foot, pivot in the toes of the back foot, and bring yourself back into downward facing dog. Give your dog a wee walk if you want to. And then we'll do the other side. So take the weight onto your right foot, lift your left leg up, step it through. So we're staying in the ball of the back foot to begin with. Inhale, bring yourself up. Bring your hands onto your knee if you need to for your balance to get yourself up. And reach up. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. Drop your shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale, press strongly into the heel of that back foot to give you security. Inhale, lift your heart up. And then maybe we'll do a little turn to the left this time. Inhale back to center. And exhale, plant the heel of the back foot. Still looking up, lift your heart up. One more big inhale here. Check that your front knee is heading towards the middle of your foot. Press, bring your hands to your heart center. Press into your front foot and step through into Tadasana. So this time we're taking the weight onto our right foot and begin to lift your left foot, see how this foot feels, so you know what's coming. Take a big inhale, exhale, step back without looking. The floor's there into Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, bring yourself forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Wobbling's fine. Inhale, back. One more. Exhale, forward. And this time we're going to just plant the left foot. Swing your arms up. Look up between your hands, tiny back bend. And exhale, fold forward and down. Knees bent as deeply as you need to. Crown of your head coming down towards the floor. And let everything go. And then inhale into your flat back. So hands to your thighs or your shins, wherever feels right for you. And exhale, fold a little deeper. And then we're going to bend our knees a little deeper. And inhale, bring yourself up into your chair pose. So lift your pubic bone up. Sacrum going down towards the floor. Bring your hands back or to your hips if that's too much for you, or just forward. But we don't want this humpy shoulder bit. One more big inhale here. And exhale, fold forward and down. And let everything go. And then from here we're going to bring the right knee or the left, it doesn't really matter, sweep your legs to one side and bring yourself down onto your mat. And from here we're just going to walk our feet in. So first of all we want to get off our sit bones this time, so we want to be in that little gap, that little hollow between your sit bones and I suppose your sacrum. And then start to bring your knees, your legs in towards your chest. And just notice how it feels. Mine seem to lift off the floor automatically, but they may not. So it doesn't matter. Maybe you'll keep your toes on the floor and squeeze your thighs in really tightly. So try not to bring your shoulders up, roll them back and down. And maybe you'll straighten one toe and point it away. Maybe the other one. And keep one toe on the floor all the time if you need to. Maybe you'll straighten both. Maybe you'll let go, maybe you won't. Just see how you feel today. I need to move forward a wee bit. And then we're going to come into baby boat. Back up into half boat. Baby boat. Exhale, half boat. Inhale into baby boat. Just breathe. Exhale, half boat. Last one. Baby boat. Half boat. And then from here, bring your hands to the floor, whatever you need to. Unroll. Bring yourself down onto your mat. Take a big inhale and just go, ah. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give them a wee squeeze in. A wee rock from side to side. Maybe a few wee circles. And then we did half happy baby at the start of the class. So maybe now reach your hands down in between your thighs. And maybe you'll take hold of the outside edges of your feet and bring the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. So we're trying to keep the knee and the ankle in line, encouraging your knees as wide as you can, and aiming for the shoulder blades or the sides of the shoulders, or the side of the ribs. At the same time, pressing, feet are taking your sacrum down towards the end of your mat. So quite a strong posture when you do it properly. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And then nice and slowly and gently begin to bring the knees in together. Bring the soles of the feet together in supine Baddha Konasana. And just maybe a little rock from side to side, just whatever feels good for you at the minute. Back to center. Bring both knees together. Cross the right leg over the left. Maybe you'll tuck the toes in. Bring your arms out in crucifix. So you don't need to tuck your toes in, and equally you can keep your left foot in the floor. But if you want to work a wee bit harder, lift your feet off the floor, squeeze your knees in, and begin to take them down towards the left. So with control, use your core. Soften your right shoulder into the mat if you can. If your right shoulder's lifted, bring yourself back a wee bit. And if you can, turn your head and look over your right shoulder. And then when you've gone as far as you can drop the feet down onto the floor and maybe you might get another little bit of a twist. If you want to, you can bring your left hand and give that right hip and thigh a little massage, a little stroke. Tell it you know how it feels. One more breath here. And then with control, try not to press into your hands to help you with this. lift both knees back to centre, and we'll change the cross of the legs. So left leg over the right, tuck the toes if you can, or keep the right foot in the floor. You don't have to do the tucking bit at all. If you want to work a bit harder, knees squeezed in, and knees down to the right hand, head to the left. And again, don't go so far that you're lifting your left shoulder off the floor. Bring yourself back a little bit. My cushion's getting in the way here. And turn your head and look over your left shoulder if you can. And when you've gone as far as you can, then you can drop the right foot to the floor and maybe give the left hip and thigh a wee stroke if it needs it. One more breath here. So this is giving your internal organs a nice wee massage as well. I can feel my tummy rumbling, or hear it. Maybe you can hear it too. But notice where you're feeling it and breathe into that area. Send the breath to wherever you're feeling it. One more breath here. And with control, again, try and use your core to bring the knees back to centre. Undo your legs. Feet on the floor. Excuse me. And then straighten your legs out along the mat for Shavasana, or you can keep your knees bent for this last few minutes. So again, tuck your shoulders under, crown of your head, stretching towards the top of your mat. Heels at heel of the right foot at the right edge, heel of the left foot at the left edge. Arms rotated back to the hand on the floor. And allow your eyes just close softly. And notice your breath. That lovely easeful in. And that nice soft relaxing out. Maybe allow your head to roll gently from side to side. Take a nice long, slow, deep inhale. Really fill your lungs right up to the very top. Pause briefly. Open your mouth wide. So continue to follow your breath. Pay attention to your breath, and of course, ideally you want to stay here maybe for 5 minutes or so. Just allowing your body time to assimilate what you've been doing in your practice today. Just letting go. Allowing the thoughts to come and go, just like the clouds, but no engagement with them. Just focusing on your breath. So I'm going to finish off now. So if you want to finish, bring your hands together at your heart center and take them up to your third eye. So thank you so much for joining me for this practice today.
I really appreciate the fact that you take the time to join me. Thank you so much. I honour the truth, love, light, beauty and peace within you, for it is also in me. We are one. We are connected. Namaste.